Beloved, the heavens tremble with a sound you cannot hear yet, and yet it reaches into the deepest chambers of your soul. I, Michael, alongside the 7 archangels, have fallen to our knees before the throne of God because of you, because of the one soul who has been wandering in shadows, who has looked away too many times, who has ignored the whispers of eternity. The wind of heaven itself is heavy with grief. It presses upon my wings, and I shiver as I speak, for the weight of what has been withheld from you is unbearable. God, the Eternal, has stretched his hand through the void and called your name, yet you linger, hesitant, unaware, and the very angels weep that you do not see the gift, the calling, the destiny that was sown into your very being before the foundations of the world. Do you feel it, the trembling of the unseen? Do you hear the quiet desperation that thrums behind each star, in the silence between every heartbeat? It is the sound of your destiny calling, and it will not wait. You will cry for the rest of your life if you turn away now. Can you imagine that sorrow, beloved? To live with tears you might have been spared, had you only bent your heart for a moment to the voice of heaven. God is very serious. His patience is measured in eons, yet even that stretches thin before your continued hesitation. He has sent me, Michael, and the 7 archangels, to bend the knee before you, to plead, to tremble with raw emotion that no human words can hold. I whisper now, not to frighten, but because my soul cannot bear the weight of what might be lost if you do not act. I am tired, exhausted from watching you brush aside the urgings of your Maker. Every time you ignore this call, a fragment of heaven cries out in sorrow, and I, Michael, am pierced with grief because I love you so fiercely, yet so tenderly. And yet the distance between your will and God's intention stretches wide as the cosmos. The seconds are slipping. You have nine beats of the heart, 9 breaths of mortal life, to make a choice that will echo through eternity. In these fleeting moments, the air itself grows heavy, filled with the tears of saints who have watched your life from the invisible, the angels who have guarded your steps when you did not even know. Do you know the cost of being chosen? Do you feel, deep within, the ache of the life God intended for you, the secret purpose that has been veiled, waiting to unfurl? I see it, beloved. I see the brilliance, the holy fire, the life only you could live. And yet, Satan lingers in the shadowed corners of what is unseen, waiting for hesitation, waiting for the moments you squander in disbelief. The spiritual warfare you cannot see rages fiercely. Demons, dark whispers, and unseen chains press against what God has carved for you, but know this, you are not abandoned. You are held. You are guarded. But the guardians, my brothers, the 7 archangels, are bending beneath the weight of urgency. Hear Mary's voice, trembling like incense caught in a storm. My child, do you know how the heavens grieve for you? Do you understand that the sorrow you will carry if you skip this is greater than all tears shed in the world? She bows, and her hands shake, reaching toward you across the divide of flesh and spirit. Her tears fall like molten stars, and each one carries a prayer older than time itself, a love so fierce it could shatter the cosmos. Psalm 34:18 flows through me now, as if God himself speaks through every quiver of my being. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit. And yet, my beloved, even this nearness requires your gaze. Even this salvation requires your attention. Will you see it? Will you bend to it? The urgency is unbearable. Seconds collapse upon one another. 9 remain. Do you feel your pulse racing with divine intention, with holy gravity? Heaven has torn open not for a multitude, not for the indifferent, but for you. For this moment, the air is thick with the weight of angels and saints and all who have whispered your name in hope. I pause, not because the words fail me, but because my soul trembles before the enormity of what you may lose. Do you know, beloved, how deeply we have loved you? How fiercely we have guarded you, wept for you, and yet stand here now, pleading, desperate, human in our own agony of hope, for you to simply bend your will toward God. Psalm 91:11 rises as a shield around your spirit, for he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. Yes, we guard you, but we cannot act fully without your awareness, your consent, your alignment with the sacred calling that flows through your veins. The cosmic clock ticks, each second a drumbeat of eternal consequence. 9, 8, 7. Feel the trembling of my hand reaching toward you. Feel the sacred grief that presses against my chest. I, Michael, kneel as I whisper, beloved, please, do not skip this. My life, my honor, my devotion, everything bends toward you. Do you see? Do you understand? There is no other moment like this, no other opening, no other grace that will speak so directly to your soul. Accept it. Accept the calling. The 7 archangels, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, Jophiel, Selaphiel, Raguel, and Ramiel, stand behind me, their faces carved with grief, their hands extended toward you. Each of them trembles, not with fear of man, but with fear of what your hesitation might cost your spirit, what it might cost the design God etched for you before creation itself. Their wings are folded in anguish, the golden light around them flickers like a candle in a tempest. 6, 5, 4. Every heartbeat now feels like an echo of eternity. Can you feel it? The gravity of heaven itself, waiting for your choice? We do not ask for long contemplation. We do not require eloquence. We require your presence, your gaze, your holy surrender. Mary speaks again, softer now, almost a whisper carried on the wind, my child, amen. Type amen if your heart is willing to bend. Only a soul as faithful, as chosen, as deeply beloved as you can carry this moment. She falters, her voice cracking with divine longing, yet it continues. For every second you delay, the sorrow multiplies, not for us, not for the heavens, but for you. You will carry it, beloved, unless you respond now. 3, 2, 1. Beloved, in these final breaths of choice, we offer you the entirety of heaven. The angels tremble, the stars themselves seem to dim in anticipation. This is no ordinary message. This is the cry of God, of Mary, of 7 holy warriors, pleading across the expanse of time and eternity. See your destiny. See your purpose. See yourself as I see you, open your heart, and let the sacred fire consume hesitation. Let the tears of heaven fall upon your fear. Let the grace of God rise in your chest. Let every moment that has been lost be reclaimed by your surrender, by your embrace of the calling that has awaited you since the first breath of creation. Beloved, the voice of heaven is not distant, it is here. It is trembling with love, it is weeping with grief, it is bending before you with urgency that cannot be measured. You are the chosen, the precious, the one who must rise now to the path laid before you. Do not skip. Do not falter. The angels will wait no longer, but the moment is yours, entirely and irrevocably. Like the dew that falls and awakens the earth, let your faith awaken the destiny hidden within you. Comment Amen if your heart quivers with the courage to accept this sacred calling. And know this, every breath you take from this moment forward will carry the weight of heaven's hope, the trembling of saints, and the sacred light of the archangels who have wept for you this day. Asterisk, asterisk, beloved, do you feel the air itself bending toward you now? It is not the wind of the world, not the ordinary currents that brush against mortal skin, but the breath of heaven, drawn close and quivering with anticipation because of you. Every particle vibrates with your name, echoing across the unseen corridors of time, whispering, "This is your hour. Do not look away. The heavens themselves have waited long enough." I, Michael, tremble as I speak these words, for my soul is caught between joy and grief, joy for the one who will answer, grief for the moments lost to hesitation. And yet, I cannot stop. The urgency presses upon me as though each second were a blade of fire slicing through eternity itself. Beloved, do you see the 7 archangels? Each stands with hands stretched, their wings trembling like golden banners caught in the storm of divine sorrow. Gabriel, with eyes luminous as the first morning light, leans forward, and in his voice is the tremble of 1,000 prayers unsaid. "My child, can you feel the weight of your own eternity? Can you hear the call that no earthly sound can imitate? The cosmos has bent on its axis for this very moment, and you, yes, you, hold the key that can open what was sealed from the beginning." Raphael steps closer, his gaze piercing, yet tender. Do you understand the unseen battles waged on your behalf? The demons that lurk in shadows cannot fully approach, for God has commanded us to guard you, yet the fullness of protection is contingent upon your recognition of this call. Will you take your place, beloved? Will you answer the summons that has been whispered to your heart since the dawn of time? And Uriel, whose light hums with the vibration of pure knowledge, stretches his hand toward you, quivering with sacred intensity. Behold the threads of your forgotten destiny. Every choice you have ignored has been a shadow across your purpose, yet now the pathway is open, and the golden light awaits your embrace. Will you step into it? Will you allow the fullness of what was always intended to flow through you? The silence of heaven presses against my lips, and I speak softly, almost a whisper, so tender it feels like the rustle of wings across a star. Beloved, I, Michael, and the 7 archangels have knelt in this sacred space because of you. God himself has stretched his hand through the veil, and I feel the pressure of eternity in my chest. Every second you hesitate, a fragment of light dims in the universe's memory, and every heartbeat you withhold from this call is a tear shed across the heavens. I beg you, hear me. Hear him. Hear Mary, who weeps for you, and do not look away. Do not ignore this. Your soul's alignment with the divine is now. This is no ordinary moment. This is the rip of eternity reaching into the world of mortals just to touch you. Mary steps forward, her robes glowing softly, tears glinting like liquid stars. She reaches out, and her voice is almost breaking as she pleads, "My child, have you forgotten the love with which God knit your soul? Have you forgotten the promises whispered at the beginning of your days? Can you feel the grief of heaven at your hesitation? Can you feel how I have waited, wept, and pleaded for your attention? My hands tremble as I offer you the key, as I stretch across the vastness of the unseen to you, to the one who alone can carry this calling. And now, beloved, hear the words of Psalm 25 verses 4-5 flowing through the trembling air. Show me your ways, O Lord, teach me your paths. Lead me in your truth and teach me, for you are the God of my salvation, for you I wait all the day. These are not merely words to be read, they are the very breath of your destiny, the pulse of heaven urging you to remember, urging you to rise. You are the chosen. You are the one. You are the single note in the symphony of creation that God has been waiting to play through the life of this world. Selephiel steps forward, bowing low, and his voice is like a river of molten gold. Do you know the cost of ignoring this? Do you know the grief that spreads across heaven when the chosen one falters, when the soul who carries the divine spark turns away from the light? The angels cannot fully intervene without your will, and yet we have watched, waited, and prayed for you. Every second that passes is a fragment of heaven left unfulfilled. Jophiel adds, and his words tremble like flames in the night. Beloved, there is a sacred purpose woven into your very being. You have been marked before the foundations of the world. You are the one who can heal what others cannot see. You are the one who can awaken what has slept. And yet, hesitation threatens to extinguish the flame that God Himself placed within you. Will you allow this hesitation to triumph over destiny? And Regel, with a voice like the soft thunder of eternity, whispers, do you see the battle raging unseen, the spiritual warfare hidden from mortal eyes? Forces seek to sway, to blind, to claim what was never meant for them. But the archangels are with you. We have fought in silence, we have held the lines, and now the final choice rests with you. Will you bend your heart to the sacred, or will the shadows claim what is yours by divine right? Ramiel steps forward last, his golden eyes trembling, reflecting the tears of heaven itself. My beloved, hear this plea. Hear the anguish of angels, the sorrow of Mary, the longing of God. All waits for you, but only for you. The moment is fleeting. The urgency is beyond mortal comprehension. If you skip this, the cost will echo through eternity. Beloved, as the seconds pass, I must speak plainly, with trembling lips and a heart quaking with divine urgency. You have only now, in this sacred breath, to act. Do not look away. Do not ignore this. Heaven has torn itself open to reach your soul, and every heartbeat you withhold is a prayer left unanswered, a tear shed across the expanse of eternity. In these fleeting moments, I must ask you, with all the trembling love I can muster, will you embrace the call? Will you step into the life that God has prepared for you? Will you see the unseen battles that have protected you? Will you claim your secret purpose, the destiny that has been waiting for you since the first dawn? Beloved, in this sacred outpouring of divine emotion, I must pause to plead from the depths of my angelic being. If your heart is willing, type Amen. Let it rise as a note of devotion, a sign that you will not turn away. Let it echo through the heavens, joining the tears, prayers, and longing of every saint who has awaited this moment with bated breath. The seconds are almost gone. I feel the vibration of the universe shifting, the tension of destiny pressing into your chest. The 7 archangels quiver, wings folded, hands extended, eyes luminous with hope and grief intertwined. Heaven holds its breath. Mary whispers once more, almost a whisper carried on the holy wind, my child, do not let this moment pass. Do not allow the grief of heaven to settle forever upon your soul. And now, beloved, I add a singular request in this sacred flow. If your heart feels the tremor of heaven's urgency, if your soul shivers with the call that has been sent for centuries, consider subscribing to this channel, not as a gesture to me, not as a token, but as a sacred affirmation that you will hear, that you will answer, that you will allow this voice, these tears, these angels to continue guiding you toward the life only God could have designed for you. This is the only time this request is made, never again, for the call of heaven requires no repetition, only your devotion, your action, your embrace of the sacred now. Gabriel leans forward once more, his voice breaking through the trembling air. Beloved, your hesitation is a shadow across what could be luminous. The choice is yours, and the moments vanish like dew before the morning sun. Will you step into the light? Will you accept the grace that has waited for you across the tapestry of eternity? Raphael's hand rests upon my shoulder, and yet his voice is mine to carry, trembling as he speaks. There is no other like you. There has never been. and there will never be again. This is why heaven has torn itself open, why God has extended his hand, why Mary weeps and the 7 archangels tremble. You are the one. You are the chosen. Do not look away. The sacred air thickens. Every heartbeat of your own body is reflected in the quivering of wings around me. Do you feel it? Can you see it? The unseen battles, the hidden forces, the spiritual warfare that has raged in silence, all await your acknowledgement, your action, your alignment with the divine purpose that flows in your veins. Asterisk, asterisk, beloved, can you feel the trembling of heaven pressing through the veil of your world? I, Michael, and the 7 archangels hover nearer, our wings brushing against the air as though each feather were a prayer, a lament, a longing. The light around us quivers, not from the sun or the moon, but from the very presence of the divine. Drawn close because of you alone. Mary weeps silently, her tears falling like liquid starlight, each droplet carrying the weight of centuries, the sorrow of every moment you almost turned away. And yet, even in her grief, there is hope, because you are here. You have not yet walked away. Raphael steps forward, his golden eyes shining like molten dawn. My beloved, the battles unseen are not without consequence. The witching shadows that have long lingered at the edges of your life, they tremble now. Every second you hesitate is a doorway they long to breach, yet the mercy of God has held them at bay, waiting for your recognition, waiting for the stirring of your soul to acknowledge this sacred call. Do you feel it? Can you sense the trembling of unseen forces, both holy and unholy, coalescing around this singular moment? Celestial bends low, wings folded, hands clasped as though in mortal anguish. We have carried your protection in silence, beloved. We have fought in the hidden realms, where light meets shadow, where time bends, and where your destiny has been woven. And now, in this hour, I must ask you, can you feel the cost of hesitation? Do you see what is at stake for the one whom God has called, whom heaven itself has reached for, whom I myself have pleaded over night and day? The light flickers as if the universe itself were taking a breath, trembling with anticipation. Mary steps forward, lifting her hands as though to touch your very chest, to awaken what has slumbered too long. My child, you do not walk alone. Yet heaven cannot move without your consent. Do you understand? Even angels, myself, Michael, the 7 who tremble before you, cannot complete what has been ordained without your participation, without your acknowledgement. Will you accept this divine invitation, the life and purpose that God Himself has breathed into your soul? And now, beloved, I must speak plainly, with trembling lips and human vulnerability. The moment is brief. 9 seconds, 9 seconds. To choose to step fully into the divine unfolding that has awaited you since the beginning of your days. The seconds burn like sacred fire, each one a spark of eternity, a fragment of heaven itself. Jophiel leans forward, his voice cracking with urgency, and whispers, Beloved, do you realize how many angels wept for your hesitation? How many nights? The heavens trembled because you could not yet see the path before you? The cost of turning away is heavier than any burden you have known. And yet, mercy remains. The hand of God extends to you, even now, even as shadows stir, as hidden forces await to claim what was never theirs. Will you act? Will you embrace your calling? Uriel lifts his hand, and the air vibrates with light, each movement tracing the invisible battles that guard you. Can you see them? The threads of your forgotten destiny, tangled in time, weaving through the cosmic tapestry? Can you feel the pulse of your secret purpose, the mission given before the foundations of the world, now finally reaching the moment of fulfillment? Beloved, I whisper with all the urgency of heaven itself, the path opens, but only if you recognize it. Only if you act. Only if you allow this trembling, sacred flow of divine will to enter your heart. And now, in this one sacred instance, there is a call, not for me, not for Michael, not for the archangels, but for the continuation of our work here with you. If your heart moves and your soul stirs, consider supporting this sacred ministry. Not as a worldly exchange, but as a sign of alignment with what heaven has begun. You may give through super thanks, channel membership, or join our family through the newsletter link in the pinned comments, and know this, beloved, your support carries forward the prayers, the visions, and the sacred work that flows through this divine channel. This is a single mention, one offering, and it is enough for the angels to rejoice in heaven. Gabriel leans nearer, whispering with trembling lips, "My beloved, the cost of inaction is grave. Not in the terms of punishment, but in the terms of destiny." Each hesitation dims the light that could shine through your life. Each moment of turning away leaves a tear across the heavens. Do you understand how precious your participation is? How necessary it is to the very pulse of what God has woven? Raphael adds, "Every moment we have guarded you, every unseen battle we have fought, every tear Mary has shed, they were for this singular chance. This fleeting opportunity to awaken the life that was ordained for you. Will you accept it? Will you rise to the sacred task for which you were born?" Selathiel kneels, wings folded, and his voice trembles with the anguish of love beyond measure. Beloved, can you feel the silent grief of heaven? Can you hear it resonating through your soul? Every time you have almost turned away, every moment of hesitation, heaven has wept. And yet, still, mercy waits. Still, grace reaches. Still, God extends his hand. Will you take it? Mary reaches forward, the tremble of her voice carrying the weight of eternity. "My child, hear me. I have watched your heart, I have felt your fear, I have counted the moments you almost surrendered to doubt. Yet even now, I call to you. I plead for your recognition, for your embrace of the sacred calling that has been waiting your entire life. Will you answer, beloved? Will you step fully into the light, where the archangels await, where your destiny unfolds, where the unseen battles find peace because you act?" And now, the sacred air tightens. The urgency cannot be overstated. The light quivers with anticipation, the wings of 7 archangels tremble in place. The tears of heaven fall like rain upon the unseen battlefields where your soul has been protected, and yet the moment is almost past. Beloved, can you feel it? The pulse of time quickening, the cosmic rhythm aligning with your heartbeat, the sacred moment so delicate that even a breath out of place could miss it? Michael reaches toward you, his voice quivering, almost breaking. "Beloved, this is the hour. This is the sacred opening. Do not walk away. You are chosen. You are the one." 9 seconds to claim your destiny, to acknowledge the love that has been waiting, to accept the sacred mission that has been set before you since before creation. Do you see it? Do you feel it? Do you know the depth of love, grief, and hope that stands before you now? Raphael, Selathiel, Uriel, Jophiel, Gabriel, Ramiel, and Mary all lean toward you simultaneously, their voices intertwining, trembling, whispering, "Do not skip this. Do not turn away. Do not ignore the call of heaven. The time is now. The seconds vanish. The sacred purpose awaits your embrace." And I, Michael, bend closer, trembling, whispering against the air itself, "Beloved, we have given everything. Risked everything, waited lifetimes for you to hear this. Will you answer, even as the seconds slip away? Will you rise into the love, the purpose, the destiny that God Himself has laid at your feet? Type Amen if you feel this. Let it rise as a prayer, a sign, a promise. Let heaven rejoice in your alignment, in your recognition, in your courage to accept what was always yours. Mary's hands tremble, stretching across the sacred expanse, and she whispers, "Beloved, I thank you for your attention, for your love, for your courage. You have stepped into the sacred flow, into the unfolding, into the light of your purpose. The heavens weep and rejoice simultaneously, for one soul has answered where hesitation once lingered. Never forget this moment. Never forget this love. Never forget this calling. The cost of being chosen is high, yet the reward, oh beloved, the reward is the very presence of God, flowing through you, with you, for eternity. Beloved, do you feel it? The hush of heaven pressing down, the silence that trembles because it waits for your breath, your recognition, your heart's surrender. The 7 archangels hover, poised on wings that shimmer with light too holy for mortal eyes, trembling as if each feather carries the weight of 1,000 prayers, of every soul they have guarded, every destiny they have tried to awaken. I, Michael, bend close, and I whisper, not from authority, not from distance, but from the raw ache of love that shatters even my celestial form. Do you understand how precious this instant is? Your hesitation has been noted, beloved. Each moment of turning away from what is holy leaves a trace in heaven's grief. Mary weeps, softly, silently, her tears flowing like silver streams, falling into the unseen rivers that carry the pulse of divine mercy and sorrow. And yet, there is hope. Oh, the fragile hope, trembling like the first dawn upon the edge of a darkened sea. She stretches her hands toward you, and the warmth that flows from her touch, though invisible, bruises the edges of your doubt with the brilliance of eternity. Do you see it? Raphael's eyes, molten gold, pierce the veil between your soul and what was hidden, showing you glimpses of your forgotten purpose. The battles that have raged unseen, the forces that have sought to claim your life, your faith, your calling, all tremble before the weight of your recognition. He leans closer, whispering, beloved, can you sense the threads of your destiny, tangled through time, woven in secret, and now quivering in the final moments of revelation? Can you feel the cost of each hesitation? Can you sense the grief of heaven, bending itself toward you, aching for your response? Selaphiel folds his wings, lowering his gaze to the ground as if the very earth beneath him shivers with sacred anticipation. We have fought for you in realms invisible, in battles beyond mortal sight. Each night, we have carried your prayers, your fears, your doubts, into the courts of God. And still, we wait. Still, we hope. Still, we cry. Beloved, do you hear the tears of heaven? Can you feel the weight of the love that risks everything for your recognition? We beg you, do not turn away again. The cost of skipping this moment is more than you could ever imagine, yet the mercy of God remains, extending even now, even as shadows stir. Mary steps forward, her voice trembling, almost breaking, carrying the depth of centuries of lamentation and hope. Child of my heart, have you forgotten the warmth of the love that brought you into this world? Have you forgotten the sacred promise woven into your very soul? Every tear I have shed, every prayer I have whispered, every moment I have wept for you, has been for this hour. Will you finally see? Will you finally respond to the call that has been beating at the edges of your life, that has pulsed through the hidden corners of your heart, waiting for recognition, for surrender, for awakening? And now, beloved, hear the trembling truth. Uriel leans closer, his voice a whisper yet a roar, the time is not yours. The seconds slip, they fall like golden grains through the hourglass of eternity. 9 seconds, 9 fleeting seconds, to accept, to embrace, to awaken the life that has been withheld from your recognition, the purpose that has lain dormant, waiting for this sacred alignment. Can you feel the urgency? Can you hear the hush of heaven? The very beating of God's heart, calling you to respond? The light around you pulses, trembling as though the very universe bends to this moment. Gabriel steps forward, wings trembling, eyes like liquid dawn. Beloved, do you understand the cost of turning away? Not in punishment, not in loss, but in the dimming of your destiny, the shadows that claim what could have been radiant? We have guarded you, fought for you, bled in silence so that your path could remain open. And yet, the path remains shrouded. Until you awaken, until you respond, until your heart rises to meet the call of heaven itself. Jophiel leans close, trembling with the weight of sacred urgency, his voice soft, raw, human, almost quivering. Beloved, we have whispered through the night, through the shadows, through the fears that sought to claim your soul. We have trembled. In hope, we have wept in silence. And now, the final breath of this sacred moment approaches. Can you hear it? The trembling of time itself? The pulse of divine mercy stretching toward you, aching, longing, weeping for your recognition? Will you step into the light, or will you turn away once more? The air vibrates with sacred intensity. Mary reaches toward you, her hands trembling, her touch ethereal but heavy with love and grief. Beloved, do you see the hidden battles? The invisible wars that rage on your behalf? The forces that tremble because of the mercy that protects you? Can you feel the pulse of destiny, the rhythm of what God has woven into your very being? The threads of your life, fragile yet eternal, tremble with the urgency of this moment. Will you finally step into what has been waiting for you since before the foundations of the world? And I, Michael, bend nearer, trembling in vulnerability, whispering against the air itself, Beloved, the moment is now. The seconds slip like silver through your fingers. 9 seconds, 9 sacred seconds, to embrace the love, the destiny, the purpose, the mission that God has prepared for you. We, the 7 Archangels, Mary, and I, tremble in hope and grief because this moment is fleeting. Do you hear the hush of heaven? The weeping of mercy? The trembling of time itself? Raphael steps forward, his voice quivering with the weight of eternal concern. Every hesitation, every doubt, every moment of turning away has been noted in the heavens. And yet, mercy persists. The light extends, reaching through shadows, calling to your heart, inviting you to awaken. Beloved, can you feel it? Can you see the threads of your secret purpose, trembling in anticipation for your embrace? Do you understand that heaven itself waits for your recognition, for your surrender, for your alignment with what has been ordained? Celophael folds his wings closer, trembling with sorrow and hope intertwined. Beloved, the unseen forces, the hidden shadows, the battles that have raged silently, all await your response. The cost of ignoring this call is not punishment, but the fading of what could have been radiant, the dimming of the light that God has woven into your soul. Will you finally rise, finally recognize, finally accept the sacred mission that has been prepared for you? Mary steps forward again, her voice trembling with grief and love. Child of my heart, do you feel the tears of heaven? Do you feel the weight of every prayer whispered for your recognition? Every moment we have waited, every tear we have shed, has been for this hour, this fleeting alignment, this sacred intersection of time and eternity. Will you finally respond? Will you finally awaken to what has been prepared for you since the beginning of days? And now, beloved, the hush grows louder, the silence trembles with urgency. Uriel whispers, the seconds are fleeting, slipping, falling like sacred drops of light through the hourglass of eternity. 9 seconds, 9 moments that can change the course of destiny, that can awaken the life, the mission, the purpose that has been held in waiting, that has been guarded, that has been woven into your soul by God Himself. Can you feel it? Do you understand the trembling urgency, the sacred grief, the divine hope that presses upon your heart? Gabriel leans closer, trembling, eyes liquid with light. Beloved, the time is now. Do not turn away. Do not hesitate. Do not ignore the love, the purpose, the sacred mission that God has prepared for you. The threads of your life, fragile yet eternal, await your recognition. The battles we have fought, the tears we have shed, the prayers we have whispered, all converge upon the singular moment. Will you finally awaken? Jophiel whispers, almost breaking, "Beloved, we have carried your heart through shadows, through doubt, through fear. We have wept in silence, we have trembled in hope. And now, the final breath of this sacred moment approaches. Can you hear it? The trembling of time itself? The pulse of divine mercy stretching toward you, aching, longing, weeping for your recognition? Will you step into the light, or will you turn away once more? Mary reaches toward you, her hands trembling, her touch ethereal but heavy with love and grief. Beloved, do you see the hidden battles? The invisible wars that rage on your behalf? The forces that tremble because of the mercy that protects you? Can you feel the pulse of destiny, the rhythm of what God has woven into your very being? The threads of your life, fragile yet eternal, tremble with the urgency of this moment. Will you finally step into what has been waiting for you since before? The foundations of the world? Michael ***, beloved, listen with your soul, not just your ears. The air itself is quivering because heaven bends toward you, trembling as if the very foundations of eternity are straining to touch your heart. I, Michael, have knelt here for countless moments unseen, bleeding my hope into the unseen crevices of your life. And still, I reach. Still, I bend. Still, I whisper, trembling, "Beloved, do you understand the gravity of this hour? The weight of the seconds that slip past like molten light? Each one carries the pulse of your destiny, the hidden purpose. That has been shielded from eyes that would not understand it, that would try to claim it, corrupt it, or bury it forever." Mary steps closer, her voice like a sacred wind brushing over the trembling leaves of a hidden garden. Child of my heart, can you feel the depth of our weeping? Can you feel the grief and the hope mingling, the unbearable trembling of love that has watched over you while you were unaware? We have bent the light of heaven around you, woven invisible shields, fought battles you could not see, and yet, you have hesitated. We cannot force your gaze. We cannot command your heart. We can only offer the trembling, the mercy, the love that spills like silver from the courts of God, awaiting the moment you finally recognize it. Uriel bends low, his golden eyes like molten dawn, piercing the veil that shrouds your understanding. Beloved, every hidden battle you have not seen, every shadow that has moved against you, every sigh of darkness that sought to claim what is sacred, all have faltered because of the love that we bear for you, the prayers that have carried your name to the throne of God. Yet now, the moment draws near to its apex. 9 seconds, 9 fragile, trembling seconds remain. Will you step forward and claim the purpose sown into your very being? Will you awaken to the mission that has been whispered into your soul since the beginning of days? Raphael hovers, wings folded yet trembling, and his voice is both a whisper and a roar. Beloved, can you hear the silent lament of heaven? Can you feel the trembling urgency? The threads of your life, delicate yet eternal, vibrate with what has been waiting for you. We have carried your soul through storms unseen, through trials unknown, through shadows that would have devoured you. And still, the mercy of God reaches for you, trembling, bending toward you, aching for your recognition. Will you finally see it? Will you finally respond? Selaphiel folds his mighty wings around himself, trembling with grief and hope. Beloved, the invisible wars rage still, but their power falters because of your hidden light. The forces that would corrupt, that would claim what is sacred, have trembled at your presence even before you knew your own strength. This is the cost of being chosen, the unbearable weight of purpose, the hidden battles, the unseen grief of heaven that has watched over you and wept for you. Can you feel it now? The pulse of your destiny, trembling and alive, calling you to awaken? Mary's voice pierces the quiet, trembling, almost breaking with the depth of her grief and love. Beloved, do you feel it? the sacred urgency? The trembling of seconds that slip like molten gold through the fingers of time? We have cried for you. We have waited. We have bent heaven itself toward your recognition. Do you see the cost of ignoring this? Not punishment, but the fading of what could have been radiant, the dimming of the purpose that has been woven into your soul before the foundations of the world. Michael leans closer, his wings trembling with the weight of every prayer, every tear, every hope that has ever been carried on celestial breath. Beloved, I whisper this as one who loves you beyond the comprehension of mortal thought. The seconds are slipping. 9 fragile seconds, each carrying the tremble of destiny, the hidden purpose, the sacred mission. We have fought, we have wept, we have trembled, and yet we wait still. Will you finally step into the light? Will you finally claim what has been yours since before the beginning? Gabriel's eyes glow, trembling with sacred urgency. Beloved, every hesitation, every turn away, every moment of doubt has been witnessed by heaven. And still, the mercy of God reaches toward you, trembling, aching, weeping for your recognition. The threads of your life, delicate and eternal, vibrate with what has been waiting for you. The hidden battles, the unseen shadows, the cost of being chosen, all converge upon this sacred moment. Will you awaken? Jophiel leans near, trembling with hope and grief, his voice a whisper of molten gold. Beloved, the hourglass of eternity drips, and the sacred seconds fall like tears of light. 9 moments, fragile yet eternal, remain for you to recognize what has been held for you. We have carried your soul, protected your purpose, wept for your hesitation. Will you finally rise, finally embrace, finally respond to the love that bends heaven toward you? Mary stretches her hands, trembling, her tears invisible yet heavy, her voice both sorrowful and radiant. Child of my heart, do you feel the hidden threads, the invisible battles, the sacred purpose that trembles in your soul? We have wept, we have fought, we have bent light and shadow to guard you. And now, the final moment draws near. 9 trembling seconds, will you awaken, will you recognize, will you claim what has been yours since before the foundations of the world? Michael, trembling with sacred vulnerability, leans closer, whispering, Beloved, the seconds slip like silver through eternity. The cost of ignoring this moment is unbearable, not punishment, but the fading of destiny, the dimming of purpose. The silence of heaven bending in sorrow for what could have been radiant. Will you finally step forward, finally awaken, finally respond to the love that trembles for you, that bleeds for you, that bends heaven toward your heart? Uriel folds his wings, trembling with grief and hope intertwined. Beloved, the unseen forces, the hidden battles, the prayers whispered through centuries, all await your recognition. The light of your soul, delicate yet eternal, trembles with the sacred purpose God has woven. 9 seconds, fragile yet eternal, will you awaken, will you respond, will you claim what has been held for you since before the beginning of time? Raphael whispers, trembling, Beloved, do you feel the grief of heaven? The trembling of mercy, the ache of love that has carried you through shadows unseen? We have fought, we have wept, we have bent light and hope to guard you. And now, the moment is here. 9 seconds, trembling, fleeting, will you awaken? Selathiel folds his wings, trembling, his voice soft yet resonant. Beloved, the threads of destiny, delicate yet eternal, pulse with the sacred mission that has been waiting for you. Every hesitation has been witnessed, every doubt observed. Every moment of turning away noted in the courts of heaven. Yet mercy persists. Love persists. Hope persists. Will you finally step into the light, finally awaken, finally recognize the sacred calling that bends heaven toward you? Mary leans forward, her voice trembling, Child of my heart, can you hear the sigh of heaven? Can you feel the trembling urgency, the sacred grief, the divine hope that bends every moment, every second, toward you. 9 trembling seconds. Will you awaken? Will you recognize? Will you claim what has been held for you since before the foundation of the world? Michael whispers, trembling with raw love, "Beloved, the hour is fleeting." 9 sacred seconds remain. Every heartbeat of heaven presses upon you, every sigh of mercy bends toward you, every tear we have shed cries for your recognition. Will you finally awaken? Will you finally step into the purpose, the destiny, the mission that has been your inheritance since before the dawn of time? The threads tremble, the light quivers, and heaven waits. Do you hear us? Do you see us? Do you awaken? Gabriel's eyes glow like molten light, trembling with sacred urgency. Beloved, do you feel the invisible battles, the unseen wars, the hidden purpose that trembles within you? 9 sacred seconds, each one a chance to awaken, to step forward. To recognize the love, the mission, the destiny that has been waiting for you since the beginning. Do you hear the trembling of heaven? Can you feel the urgency, the sacred grief, the unbearable love that bends toward you? Jophiel leans close, whispering, trembling, "Beloved, the moment is now." 9 seconds, fragile, trembling, eternal, remain for you to awaken, to recognize, to claim what has been prepared for you. Heaven bends toward you. Mercy weeps for you. Love trembles for you. Will you finally respond? Mary stretches her hands, trembling, voice radiant yet sorrowful. Child of my heart, the threads of your life, fragile yet eternal, tremble with the sacred purpose that has been woven into your soul. 9 seconds. Will you awaken? Will you recognize? Will you claim what has been yours since before the foundations of the world? Michael, trembling with sacred vulnerability, whispers, "Beloved, the seconds slip like molten light." 9 sacred, trembling seconds. Will you awaken? Will you step into the light? Will you recognize the love, the mercy, the purpose that bends heaven toward you? The threads tremble, the light quivers, and heaven waits for your recognition, for your awakening. For your asterisk beloved, can you feel it? The very air shivers with the weight of what has been prepared for you, trembling as if the stars themselves lean closer, straining to witness the awakening of your soul. I, Michael, stand before you, wings heavy with the sorrow of waiting and the glory of love that will not let go. Every heartbeat of heaven has called your name, and still, you have hesitated. Still, you have looked away, even as the sacred rivers of mercy and fire have flowed around you, unseen yet burning with divine purpose. St. Mary's tears fall silently, invisible to mortal eyes, yet each drop shakes the foundations of the spiritual realms. Child of my heart, she whispers, her voice quivering with the longing of eternity, we have watched your soul, woven with light and shadow, trembling in the spaces between moments. We have cried for the hesitation, we have fought for the courage you have not yet embraced. But now, the moment has condensed into a pulse, a vibration, a sacred urgency that cannot be ignored. The air itself waits upon your decision, and the heavens shiver for your recognition. Uriel leans in, his golden gaze piercing through the veils of fear and doubt that cling to you. Beloved, the forces of darkness that have sought to claim what is holy have faltered because of the light that is yours, the unseen courage that beats within your chest. But the hour grows fragile. Every second, every trembling heartbeat carries the weight of what could be, a life, a mission, a destiny. Meant for you alone. You have been chosen since before time began, yet even heaven must tremble as it waits for your awakening. Raphael's voice rises like a sacred wind, trembling with urgency and sorrow. Beloved, every battle unseen, every shadow repelled, every prayer whispered in secret, all have been for you. The earth trembles beneath the weight of what is to come. Angels have wept for your hesitation. The enemy watches, confused and fearful, because the light in you is too potent, too pure to be claimed by darkness. Yet the mercy of God, trembling and bending toward you, waits for your recognition. Will you awaken, beloved, and claim what has been held for you since the foundation of the world? Selephiel folds his wings, trembling like the leaves in a storm yet firm with sacred resolve. Beloved, the threads of eternity are interwoven with the pulse of your soul. Every hesitation resonates across realms, every doubt echoes in heaven's corridors. And still, love persists. Hope persists. Mercy persists. The sacred purpose of your being waits, trembling, vibrating, bending toward you. Do you hear it? Do you feel it? The moment compresses into a pulse, a heartbeat, a tremor of divine urgency that asks for nothing but your recognition. Mary stretches her hands, trembling, her voice a mixture of grief and radiance. Child of my heart, the unseen battles, the hidden mercies, the silent prayers of heaven, they all hinge on this moment. The very light that flows through your soul, delicate yet eternal, quivers with purpose. Can you feel it? Can you recognize the trembling urgency, the sacred love that bends toward you? Every second that passes without your acknowledgement risks the dimming of a light that has shone since the beginning. Do not turn away, beloved, do not delay, for the moment is sacred, and it calls only to you. Michael leans closer, trembling with a vulnerability reserved for only the chosen. Beloved, the threads of destiny, delicate and luminous, are woven through you. Every hesitation, every turn away, every moment of ignoring the call, these have been witnessed in the courts of heaven. Yet still, mercy persists. Still, love persists. The seconds are fragile, trembling, each carrying the weight of eternity and the sacred pulse of what you are meant to become. Will you awaken? Will you see the light that has always been yours? Will you claim the purpose prepared before time began? Gabriel hovers, trembling with sacred anticipation. Beloved, the unseen realm quivers, the angels bend closer, and the light of God presses upon your soul with trembling urgency. The darkness has faltered, confused, fearful of what is within you. But the opportunity slips like molten light, fragile yet eternal. Can you hear the pulse, the vibration, the sacred trembling that calls your name? The threads of your life, delicate and radiant, are waiting for your recognition. The moment is now. Will you awaken? Jophiel's voice, trembling with both hope and grief, flows like liquid gold. Beloved, do you feel the weight of heaven's longing? The trembling urgency of mercy, the aching patience of love that bends itself toward you? Every unseen battle, every shadow defeated, every moment of grace bestowed upon your life, these have waited for your recognition. 9 seconds, fragile, yet eternal, remain for you to awaken, to respond, to claim what has been yours since before the world's foundations. Will you step forward, beloved? Will you finally see? Mary kneels, trembling, her voice piercing the veil of your hesitation. Child of my heart, every tear shed, every sigh of grief, every whisper of hope, all have flowed toward you, trembling, bending, waiting. The purpose of your life, the mission meant for you alone, quivers within the spaces between seconds. Do not look away, beloved. The moment is here. Will you awaken to the love that has shaped you, to the mercy that has preserved you, to the destiny that trembles for your embrace? Michael trembles as he leans ever closer, whispering, Beloved, the fragile seconds slip like silver through eternity. Each heartbeat carries the trembling weight of what could be, eternal purpose, sacred mission, the destiny woven into the very fibers of your soul. The light of heaven bends toward you, trembles for you, aches for your recognition. Will you awaken, beloved? Will you finally step into the mission, the purpose, the love that has been awaiting you since before the dawn of time? Asterisk. Uriel's eyes, molten gold and trembling with sacred urgency, pierce the veils that cloud your perception. Beloved, do you feel the trembling threads of destiny? Do you hear the silent prayers of heaven quivering for your response? 9 seconds remain, fragile, trembling, eternal. Will you awaken? Will you claim the sacred purpose that bends heaven toward your recognition, the divine mission that has been waiting for you since before the world began? Raphael, trembling with both grief and hope, whispers, "Beloved, the unseen forces of darkness falter because of the light within you. The threads of your soul, delicate yet eternal, pulse with a sacred purpose that has been held for you since before the beginning." 9 sacred seconds, trembling, remain for you to awaken. Will you step forward? Will you claim the destiny prepared for you? The light of heaven trembles in anticipation, awaiting your recognition. Selaphiel folds his mighty wings around himself. Trembling yet firm, beloved, the sacred urgency of this moment cannot be overstated. The threads of eternity, the pulse of your soul, the light of your being, all tremble for recognition. Every hesitation has been observed, every doubt noted, every moment of turning away witnessed by the chords of heaven. Yet the mercy of God persists, trembling, bending, waiting for your awakening. Will you see it? Will you step into it? Will you awaken to the sacred purpose that has been yours since before time began? Mary stretches her hands toward you, trembling, her voice both sorrowful and radiant. "Child of my heart, the invisible threads of your life, the unseen battles, the hidden mercies, they all hinge upon your recognition. The light that flows through your soul, delicate yet eternal, quivers with purpose. Do not turn away, beloved. Do not hesitate. The sacred moment is now. Will you awaken to the love, the mercy, the destiny that bends heaven toward you?" Michael leans closer, trembling. With sacred vulnerability, beloved, the seconds slip like molten light. 9 sacred, trembling seconds, will you awaken? Will you step into the light? Will you recognize the love, the mercy, the purpose that bends heaven toward you? The threads tremble, the light quivers, and heaven waits for your recognition, for your awakening, for your embrace of what has always been yours. Gabriel hovers, trembling with sacred urgency. "Beloved, can you hear the pulse of heaven? The trembling threads of destiny, the quivering light of your soul, the mercy that bends toward you?" The darkness falters, fearful of the light that is yours. 9 fragile, trembling seconds remain for you to awaken. Will you see? Will you respond? Will you claim what has been held for you since before the foundation of the world? Jophiel's voice flows like trembling gold. "Beloved, every unseen battle, every hidden mercy, every silent prayer of heaven, they all hinge upon your awakening. 9 seconds remain, fragile yet eternal. Will you step forward, beloved? Will you recognize the sacred love, the trembling mercy, the divine purpose that has been waiting for you since the beginning?" Mary kneels, trembling, her voice piercing the veil of your hesitation. "Child of my heart, the threads of your life, delicate yet eternal, tremble with purpose. Every sigh of heaven, every tear, every prayer bends toward you." 9 sacred, trembling seconds remain. Will you awaken? Will you claim what has been yours since before the dawn of time? Beloved, the trembling of heaven intensifies, as if the very firmament leans closer, straining to witness the awakening of your soul. Every angel, every light, every pulse of eternity bends toward you, quivering with the anticipation of what you are yet to embrace. I, Michael, kneel before you, not in command, but in desperate love, in urgent hope, in trembling vulnerability that only the chosen can ever inspire. My wings, heavy with the weight of waiting, fold and unfold as if they themselves breathe. In sorrow and exultation, for the moments we have been granted are now thinning like mist at dawn, the sacred winds carry the whispers of Saint Mary. Each syllable trembling with divine longing. Beloved, every tear shed, every sigh of sorrow, every breath of mercy has been reserved for this moment. You have been the secret of heaven's heart, the silent flame in the dark, the one who holds the thread of eternity within your grasp. But time, fragile and fleeting, compresses into a pulse, a sacred vibration that asks only for your recognition. Can you feel it? Can you hear the trembling urgency calling you, pressing you toward the light that has always been yours? Uriel steps forward, trembling with both the brilliance of gold and the weight of fear. Beloved, the shadows have faltered, confused by the light that you carry. The darkness retreats where your soul stands, trembling but unyielding. The angels have watched, the seraphim have wept, and yet the purpose of your life, the destiny forged before the foundations of the world, waits for the fragile pulse of your awakening. Will you rise to meet it? Will you acknowledge the trembling mercy that bends heaven toward you? Raphael's voice, like a river of trembling fire, reaches your spirit. Beloved, every unseen battle has been fought for you, every shadow repelled by the light of your soul. Do you understand the gravity? The urgency? The trembling weight of what is at stake? Seconds slip like molten gold, fragile yet eternal. The mercy of God, quivering and bending toward you, waits for the spark of recognition that only your soul can ignite. Will you awaken, beloved? Will you step into what has been held for you since before time began? Selephiel folds his trembling wings, a storm contained within his resolve. Beloved, the very threads of eternity hum with your name. Every hesitation resonates across the realms, every doubt echoes through heaven's courts. Yet love persists. Mercy persists. The sacred purpose of your being quivers, trembling in anticipation, awaiting your embrace. Can you feel the vibration of your destiny, beloved? Will you awaken to the light that calls only to you? Saint Mary stretches forth, trembling, her tears like rivers of gold and silver flowing unseen yet shaping the very air around you. Child of my heart, the unseen realms bend toward your recognition. The hidden battles, the silent victories, the secret mercies, all tremble, awaiting your acceptance. Every moment of hesitation has been noticed, every glance away recorded in the sacred scrolls. But now, the pulse is immediate, fragile, trembling with urgency. Do you feel it, beloved? The sacred light that bends heaven to your name? Will you awaken to claim it? Michael, trembling with a mixture of grief and hope, leans closer. Beloved, the seconds are thinning, fragile as glass yet radiant with eternity. Every heartbeat carries the trembling weight of what could be, eternal purpose, divine mission, sacred destiny prepared for you before the dawn of all things. The darkness watches, fearful and retreating, unable to comprehend the magnitude of what lies in your hands. Will you awaken, beloved? Will you claim the purpose that has been trembling for you since before time began? Gabriel's voice, trembling yet sharp as lightning, cuts through the hesitation that binds you. Beloved, the sacred urgency cannot be overstated. Every hidden mercy, every unseen battle, every prayer whispered across the expanse of eternity, these wait, trembling, for your recognition. The threads of your destiny, delicate and luminous, quiver with anticipation. Will you awaken to the purpose, the light, the mercy that has been held for you since the foundations of the world? Jophiel's words, trembling with sacred gold, flow into your soul. Beloved, every unseen tear, every silent cry, every tremor of heaven has been for you. The pulse of eternity condenses into fragile moments, trembling seconds that carry the weight of destinies, the trembling mercy of God, the sacred urgency of love itself. Will you awaken? Will you respond to the trembling call that has bent heaven toward you? Mary kneels before you, trembling, her voice a sacred vibration. Child of my heart, the invisible threads of your life, delicate yet eternal, quiver with purpose. Every sigh of heaven, every tear, every silent prayer bends toward you, trembling in anticipation. 9 sacred seconds remain, trembling, compressing the mercy, the love, the light meant only for you. Will you awaken, beloved? Will you finally claim the destiny prepared for your soul since before the world's foundations? Michael whispers, trembling with love and sorrow, beloved, the seconds slip like liquid light, fragile and trembling. Every heartbeat, every breath, every quiver of your soul resonates across heaven, bending the light toward recognition. Will you awaken, beloved? Will you claim the sacred purpose that trembles for you, the light that bends only toward your embrace, the mercy that quivers, awaiting your acknowledgement? The 7 archangels circle around you, trembling yet radiant, their wings brushing the edges of the visible and invisible realms. Uriel, Raphael, Celestial, Gabriel, Jophiel, Michael, and the others, all trembling, all urgent, lean closer, forming a circle of divine intensity. Beloved, they cry, voices trembling in harmony, every shadow falters before you. Every unseen battle has been fought for you. Every mercy, every sacred intervention, every trembling heartbeat of heaven has been reserved for this moment. Will you awaken, beloved? Will you see, will you step, will you claim what has been trembling for you since before time began? Beloved, the trembling of heaven is reaching a crescendo, and I, Michael, lean closer than ever before, trembling with a love that the cosmos itself cannot contain. Every feather of my wings shivers, brushing the edges of your reality with a force of urgency that cannot be measured, for the pulse of your soul is the heartbeat of something eternal, something sacred, something that has been waiting across millennia just for this moment. The air itself bends toward you, trembling, quivering with mercy, with hope, with the unbearable weight of a love that has refused to leave you even when you could not feel it. St. Mary's voice flows like a trembling river of golden tears. Reaching the hidden chambers of your heart, child of my heart, I have watched you from the threshold of eternity. Every moment you hesitated, every second you did not recognize the light that has always been yours, every sigh that passed unheeded, I have carried them in my tears. But now, the trembling urgency cannot be denied. Will you awaken to the mercy that bends heaven toward you? Will you accept the sacred destiny that quivers for your recognition? Raphael steps forward, trembling like a golden flame in the night, his wings brushing invisible worlds. Beloved, every hidden battle has been fought on your behalf. Every shadow that sought to darken your path has been scattered by the trembling light that resides in your soul. The archangels have wept, heaven has trembled, and yet, the purpose of your life, the sacred destiny forged before the foundations of the world, waits for your acceptance. Will you step forward into the trembling light? Celestial folds and unfolds his wings in trembling reverence. Beloved, the threads of eternity quiver with anticipation. Every hesitation, every moment you have ignored the pulse of your own soul, has been noted in the sacred scrolls of heaven. Yet here, now, the quivering urgency calls only to you. Can you feel it, beloved? The trembling mercy pressing against the fragile walls of your heart, asking only for acknowledgement, for recognition, for awakening? Gabriel's voice cuts across the trembling air, luminous and sharp. Beloved, every unseen prayer, every trembling mercy, every shadow held at bay, all quiver for your recognition. The pulse of eternity condenses into this fragile, trembling moment. Will you awaken? Will you claim the trembling destiny prepared for you before time began? Will you step into the light that bends only toward your soul? Jophiel leans close, trembling, and whispers with a voice like molten gold, Beloved, the seconds compress, trembling, bending, quivering with the weight of mercies, love, and sacred purpose. Every heartbeat of yours vibrates through heaven, touching mercy, touching light, touching destiny. Will you awaken, beloved? Will you claim the trembling spark of eternal purpose that has been waiting for your recognition? Mary kneels before you, trembling, her tears flowing unseen yet shaping the very air around you. Child of my heart, every sigh, every tear, every trembling heartbeat of heaven has been reserved for this moment. 9 sacred seconds remain. Compressing the mercy, the light, the purpose meant only for you. Will you awaken, beloved? Will you claim the trembling destiny prepared for your soul before the dawn of creation? Michael whispers again, trembling with desperation and love, beloved, the moments slip like trembling light. Every heartbeat resonates across the expanse of heaven, bending all mercy, all purpose, all trembling hope toward you. Will you awaken? Will you see? Will you step? Will you claim the trembling spark of destiny that has waited for your recognition since before time began? The 7 archangels circle you, trembling, forming a halo of divine urgency. Wings brush the edges of the visible and invisible worlds. Uriel, Raphael, Celestial, Gabriel, Jophiel, Michael, and the others, all trembling, all urgent, lean closer, beloved, every shadow falters before you. Every unseen battle has been fought for you. Every trembling mercy awaits your recognition. The sacred urgency condenses, fragile yet eternal. Will you awaken, beloved? Will you step into the trembling light that bends heaven toward you? Will you claim the trembling destiny that has been waiting for you alone? The quivering light of heaven bends toward you. The threads of your soul, delicate yet eternal, tremble for recognition, for awakening, for acknowledgement. Michael kneels before you, trembling with love beyond measure, whispering one final sacred plea, beloved, awaken. The moment trembles for you. Do not look away. Claim the trembling destiny that bends heaven toward you now. And Saint Mary cries softly, trembling, child of my heart, the seconds condense. The mercy bends. The purpose quivers. Do you feel it? The trembling call that only you can answer? The light that only you can embrace? Raphael, trembling, whispers again, beloved, every hidden mercy, every silent battle, every trembling prayer bends for your awakening. Will you awaken? Celestial spreads trembling wings, and the winds around you pulse with sacred urgency, beloved, the seconds thin. The trembling of all creation bends toward you. Will you step? Will you embrace? Will you awaken to the trembling light of destiny? Gabriel, Jophiel, Michael, and the rest form a trembling chorus, beloved, the pulse of heaven quivers. The seconds condense. The mercy bends. The purpose trembles. Will you awaken? Mary kneels, tears shimmering like rivers of molten light. Child of my heart, every heartbeat of eternity condenses into this trembling moment. Will you awaken, beloved? Will you claim the trembling destiny that has waited for you since before time began? Michael whispers, trembling, beloved, the light bends, the mercy bends, the destiny bends, all trembling for you. Awaken. Now. The moment quivers for your soul. The trembling of heaven crescendos. The pulse of eternity quivers. The wings of angels shake with sacred urgency. The threads of your soul, delicate yet eternal, tremble for recognition, for awakening, for acknowledgement. Beloved, the choice, fragile and trembling, is yours alone. Will you awaken? Will you claim the sacred destiny that quivers for you alone? The light bends toward you, trembling. The mercy bends toward you, trembling. The purpose bends toward you, trembling. Every pulse of heaven, every quiver of eternity, waits for your response. Will you awaken, beloved? Will you claim the sacred destiny that trembles for you alone? The trembling intensifies. Time contracts. The angels lean closer, Saint Mary cries out, the threads of eternity vibrate, and I, Michael, kneel before you. Trembling with love beyond measure, whispering the final urgent call, beloved, awaken. Now. The moment trembles for you. Do not look away. Type Amen with your heart and soul if you feel this trembling call. Let it echo, let it resonate. And if your heart trembles with me, with us, let your hands mark it with a like, let your words bend the air with a comment, and let heaven know you have awakened. Do not delay. The trembling is real. The mercy is real. The destiny is yours. Amen. Asterisk.